Good morning, my dear students. Once again, I'm back with another video on advanced writing skill for class 12th. Today is April 8, 2020 and it's Wednesday. My dear students, in previous video we had started advertisement and we had discussed about few basic things of advertisements, and even with one example I had explained to you situation, vacant, that is situation available. I told you in that video that the word situation means job. So job vacant was a topic which was explained in the last video. So today we will be doing situation wanted. Let's start. Now again I'm repeating the same thing beta, that situation word means job. Why I'm repeating this word again and again? Reason being, many students they get confused exactly which heading is supposed to be written when they face this question in examination. So that's why, to simplify that so that you can very easily understand it, I have given you the word job. Replace the word situation with job. So now it becomes job wanted. But it doesn't mean that you need to replace the word situation in the exam also. No, my dear students, this you are not supposed to do, otherwise you will end up losing your half mark for the heading. There you need to write down situation wanted only. It's just for your understanding. I'm telling you that you need to understand it by writing it as job wanted. Now job wanted, that means there is a candidate, there is a human being who is looking for a job. So when he will be writing about his own specializations, his own qualities, so first of all he will be mentioning exactly for which post he is looking for the job, and he will be mentioning his specialization, means in which field he is specialized. Then he will be mentioning about his educational qualification, even experience too, because when it comes to professional field, my dear students, experience does matter. Then comes personality traits, exactly what kind of human being you are. Are you good looking? Are you confident? These kind of personality traits you need to mention. Yes, you need to mention about the traits, because company, before calling you for interview, company wants to know more about you, so you need to mention your personality traits too. Then result oriented. Now this result oriented is very important as far as the target based jobs are concerned, or sometimes we have a question in board examination that you are a tutor or you are a teacher. In that case also your result means your students' result. On that result only it depends whether you are a good teacher or a mediocre teacher. Then comes terms and condition, exactly on which terms and conditions you want to join the company, that also you need to mention. And then comes the important section, that is your salary or remuneration. Okay, now let's take one example. Arun Gupta of M3 Nilkamal apartment, Shimla, has a very good knowledge of tourist places in Shimla. Okay, now he wants to work as a tourist guide. Okay, so write out a suitable ad. See exactly how the word ad is written. This is that abbreviations are allowed, so that's why even in questions also you might find these kind of abbreviations used. So write out a suitable ad for publication in tours and travel sections of a local newspaper in about 50 words. Now my dear students, understand the word limit of the topic, that is 50 words. Yes, that means when you are writing the advertisement you just need to write down 50 words. 10 words up, 10 words down, accepted, not more than that. Now let's see the answer. As I've told you in your previous video, very first thing is situation wanted. This is called your heading. What do we call it, my dear students? This is called heading. Okay, now comes who you are. You are a tourist guide. So a tourist guide, that means you have mentioned about yourself that you are a tourist guide and you are looking for a job. So a tourist guide, widely traveled, that means this is your specialization, that you have traveled across so many places, so widely traveled. Well acquainted, acquainted means familiar, so well acquainted with hilly and historical places. Where? Round about Shimla, that means all the places which are around Shimla, you are well acquainted, well familiar with all those places. And the most important thing about being a tourist guide, that you are well versed in English, Hindi, Punjabi and a local language. That means the local language that's being spoken in Shimla and in Himachal, even you are well versed with those local languages also. That will make it much easier for a tourist guide to converse with locals. So seeks a good job with local tours and travels. Now my dear students, the most important thing I told you, I'm writing it here. What was that? It was no complete sentences. Okay, so see, all these sentences have been broken into small phrases, my dear students. Let me show you. See, local language, then there's a comma, seeks a good job with local tour and travels, again comma, then comes, see, again it is segregated by a comma, so it is expected salary as per industry standards, desirous party, that means whosoever is willing to give employment to this particular candidate, desirous party may contact Arun Gupta, M3, Neelkamal apartment, Shimla. Okay, so name is given, address is given, and even you have given your contact number too. So this is one complete example of situation wanted. Now when it comes to homework, my dear students, you need to write down one situation wanted for a tutor. I'm writing it here, my dear students. You need to write down for a tutor. This is your homework. Okay, tutor. And then even I will give you one more thing, photographer. These two questions are in your homework, right, my dear students? Now let's move on to our next topic of today. Yes, this is for sale. This is for sale. Now let's see first of all few points about this sale topic which are very much important. Okay, my dear students, see, first thing is whenever you are selling a car, but we are selling here, we are talking about vehicles, motor vehicles. So when we are selling a car, the first thing is we need to mention about its model. Okay, that which is the model. That means you are selling a Maruti Suzuki Ritz, Maruti Swift, you are selling Toyota Fortuner, or you are selling Hyundai i10, i20. So these are called models. Then you need to write down year of manufacturing, means your car was made in 2008, 2009, 12, 14, 16, 18, like what. And then you need to mention its color. Then comes accessories. Color I've mentioned already. Then comes accessories, means what are the extra things that you have put down in your car. For example, new seat covers, new mats, you will talk about your stereo. Then comes single hand driven. Now what is single hand driven? Single hand driven means the car was not purchased from someone else. You are the first owner of the car. You yourself bought this car from the showroom directly. Okay, you have not bought this car from someone else, means it was not a used car. Then you need to mention a good condition. Then non-accidental. If a car has met with an accident ever, then its price goes down drastically. Then comes mileage. Mileage does not mean that how many kilometers you all travels in 1 liter of petrol. No, my dear students, we write down here that how many kilometers the car has traveled till now. Then you mention about the mats, invite for the test drive also. This also we can call that anyone who's interested can come and have a test drive of the car. Then we talk about all the paperwork of car, for example, insurance paper, RC paper, PUC certificates, everything. Then we mention our expected price and most important, that is contact address or telephone number. Dear students, here I would like to suggest not to give address, though it's not wrong that if you give address, but I would suggest not to write it down. Reason being, in advertisement we don't want that we have put up an advertisement and when we are going back from office to home we see a huge crowd in front of our house. Why? To buy that car. Though it's not that possible to happen, but still, why to give that chance? So that's why it's always better to write down your name and contact number so that anyone who's interested to buy can give you a call and discuss about the meeting. Now let's have one example. Okay, my dear students. Now example is draft an advertisement. My dear students, first of all, let's discuss the question. Question is, draft an advertisement to sell your second-hand Maruti Swift car. I've already told you what does the first hand or second hand means. First hand means you have bought it directly from showroom. It was a brand new car. Second hand means you have bought it from someone who bought this car from showroom directly. Okay, and even people, they go on to write down third hand also. Third one means you bought it from someone, that someone has bought it from another person and that another person had directly bought it from the showroom. So in this way it goes on. The car was under many people, the prices would go down. And invent required details. That means the remaining details you need to frame your own on your own. Let's start. So first of all comes the heading, and as you are selling, so the heading is for sale. Now let's begin. Now you are selling, so available as usual, separated by a comma. Then comes a second-hand Maruti Swift. You have mentioned because in question it was given, and the car is a second-hand car, and so you have mentioned your Maruti Swift. Then color we have mentioned, that is white. We have mentioned the year, make, that is 2008 model it was, and even we have mentioned LXI, that means it was the base variant of the car. Okay, my dear students, LXI in Maruti, LXI is the base variant, VXI is the mid variant, ZXI is the top variant. Then comes 1,50,000 km done. This is the mileage. This is the total distance that the car has covered till now. Mint condition. Mint means a very nice condition, means though car is almost, I would say, 12 years old, but still it is very nicely maintained. With new tires, means tires were recently upgraded or changed, and a battery is also in good condition. Now the accessories means the leather seat covers. The seat covers are made up of leather, very good, and there is a Sony touchscreen music system. Wow, with JBL subwoofers. My dear students, see the brands, they actually buy you some good money. So JBL subwoofer, and then component speaker system is to also installed. That would seriously buy some good marks. Now recently serviced AC means you have mentioned that your AC was recently serviced. Then you have told about your insurance, that car is fully insured and never accidental. I've told you earlier only that if the car is accidental, its price goes down. Now timely serviced means the car was serviced properly. Only at 70k, K stands for 1000. So you have mentioned that the car's cost is 70k, that means 70,000. Slightly negotiable. Now my dear student, this is very important. When it comes to writing price, you need to mention two things. Either you need to mention fixed, okay, either you need to mention fixed, I'm writing it here, fixed or negotiable. Out of these you need to write down any one. Fixed means whatever the price you have mentioned, that is fixed, there will be no bargaining done. And negotiable means there is a slight chance of bargaining, means if I'm mentioning that the price is 70k, I might give you at 65 or 60k too. Okay, that's negotiable. Now then we need to write down why it is fixed or why it is negotiable. So for making it negotiable, we have given a reason, that is owner shifting abroad. Okay, the owner of the company, the car, he is shifting abroad, so that's why he wants to sell off his car. Broker means those mediators, those who go to prospective buyers and tell them that I'll get you a car, and then I'm the seller, he comes to me, so he takes a commission from me too, he takes a commission from the buyer too, so it increases the price. Okay, so that's why I'm saying broker excuse, I'll sell my car straight away to the buyer, not to any broker. So only serious buyers contact Aman Khurana and contact number. Okay, my dear students, this is an example of for sale when it comes to vehicle. Now your homework is that you need to write down for sale of your bike, and second is you need to sell, not Maruti, let's sell Toyota. Okay, Toyota Innova. You need to sell one Toyota Innova. Now the details you need to invent on your own, and these two advertisements you need to write down on your own in any rough notebook, which I'll be checking when our school reopens. Okay, my dear students, for further notes on advertisement, I have given this URL at the end. You can visit this URL and get so many notes available on all the topics of advertisement, and even you can have a lot many practice questions also from this website. My dear parents, this is a request to all of you, that please keep a check on your students, on your word, that he or she is actually sitting and devoting his time or her time in studies, not just killing time in playing games. Okay, thank you, have a good day. We'll meet in another video of advertisement in which we will be discussing for sale of property.